What's happening, guys? Dave the Film Junkie here. Hey, doing it again. How about that? What's going on? Oh, just watching The Rock kick a little ass. He's actually kicking one of the Punisher's ass. That's right. I'm watching G.I. Joe Retaliation, guys. Why? Because why not? Well, actually, I should say why not. That's the question I have. Why wouldn't I be watching? No, it's on Sci-Fi Channel. I had it on Sci-Fi Channel. And G.I. Joe Retaliation came about. And yeah, it is what it is. You know what's funny, though? It's like one of the actors in here, the dude with the dark hair who's kind of, well, everybody's short to The Rock. But he was actually originally supposed to play Man of Steel, Superman, in the Justice League Mortal with, George Miller. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just watching the end of it. The Rock is kicking, I had his name in my head and then it fucking just like went out. Ray Stevenson, I want to say. The guy who played the Punisher in the second movie, which was actually far better than the first movie. Even though I like Thomas Jane, but Jesus Christ, you don't have a Punisher movie in Tampa Bay, Florida. Tampa Bay! Jesus Christ. Who the fuck does that? I don't know what they were thinking. It's like he's supposed to be in Hell's Kitchen, Heart of New York. Tampa Bay. All right. Sunny skies. Anyways, what's happening? I'm here again on Sunday night recording another little podcast, the Film Junket. That's right, drinking my Rolling Rock. Still on a Rolling Rock kick, guys. It's good. It's funny because the chick who plays Elektra in the Daredevil TV series was basically playing Elektra in this movie. Like 100%. She's the same. She's wearing the same colors and everything. I remember when she was announced, it was not hard to put an image of her out there as Elektra because she already played Elektra pretty much in this movie. And The Rock has kids in this movie too, apparently. Remember how they killed Channing Tatum? Duke, one of the main G.I. Joe guys? What the fuck were they thinking? And apparently too, I forgot what the director of this is. But he wanted to have a crossover with Transformers, which will probably still happen because crossovers are the thing to do nowadays. Hey, you know what? I don't mind crossovers. You want to cross over some shit? You want to cross over some franchises? Do it. I like random fucking crossovers. I still want the 21 Jump Street and Men in Black crossover, but I don't think that's going to happen. And there's Bruce Willis because he's actually the G.I. Joe. Anyways, yeah, I don't mind. Fucking do that. I don't care. They're Hasbro toys. Put all the Hasbro toys into a universe. Why not? We're getting a Universal Monster universe thing. But, shit. The Mummy looks really good. And it's got Tom Cruise in it. He's going to run a lot. He is. He's going to run from all those locusts. Anyways. Yeah, doing the podcasting again. I'm going to try to do it once a week. I think it's just going to be my Sunday night thing. Before the week starts. Just kind of chill back, talk shit. Yeah, drink some Rolling Rock, and that's about it, guys. I appreciate the kind words you guys said. You guys wanted more. You wanted more. One guy did say that I pretty much Bill Burr'd it. Yeah, you know what? I tend to do that. Sometimes when I don't know how I'm supposed to be during certain things, I just go, well, this guy did it like that, so whatever. I'm not trying to... I like yelling. I like being loud, and I'm not going to yell in a microphone. So, yes, I kind of use that tactic that he does where he just kind of says stuff loudly, not in the microphone. So, I'm sorry if I do that. I'm not trying to, there's no way in hell I'm going to even be close to the talent that guy is. John M. Chu is the one that directed this movie? Holy shit. I thought it was somebody. Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick? They wrote this fuck? What? I didn't know that. Oh, well, there you go. These guys. Well, this one definitely is better than it's definitely better than the first one. What? Sorry, I just got a tweet. Because my last video I just did, what did he say? Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Zack Snyder as Jesus Cristo. No, basically what happened, I just uploaded a video talking about Zack Snyder, which is one of the things I wanted to talk about, because he went to his Vero account and let us know that, hey, relax, let's take it easy, the fucking trailer is coming, okay? It's all about marketing, it's all about pinpoint marketing. When is the best time to release this shit and when is it not? So I did a video about that. God damn, what is it? Policki? She's hot. Anyways, so I did a video about that, and I just mentioned, because, there's a lot of people in my feed that call him Daddy or Zaddy or God. So, a guy I talk to who's cool fuck, Mr. Ozlek, or whatever the heck. He just sent me, he's like, you better address him as Daddy. And he sends like a Jesus, Zack Snyder thing. I just can't call him Daddy or God. I mean, he's a great filmmaker. I like him. I'll call him, what do I call it? Zacky Poo? I think that's what I said in the video. Yeah, I'll call him that. That's about it. But, yeah, man, we just got to relax. I mean, everybody keeps on, and you guys have even asked me too, and I'll get to the Q&A stuff in a little bit, of course, so that'll be more towards the end. And I appreciate you guys. I got more questions that were asked on my Twitter, and then I'll even go underneath the other video and some of the other shit. So, yeah. But, yeah, we got to relax. I mean, we got a lot of big movies coming out next month, like Ghost in the Shell, Power Rangers, of course, Logan, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But, you never know what it's going to be attached to. Obviously, there's going to be a Justice League trailer attached to Wonder Woman, which, fuck you, people. God damn it. I swear, I gotta get on top of my game. One of my goals this year is to figure out how to get some advanced screenings. Jesus Christ. There's people that have already seen Logan that they saw in L.A., few days ago, and the same thing with Wonder Woman. Advanced screening. I would have been screening. Jesus Christ. I was like, what is going on? Why doesn't Film Junkie get love? I mean, I don't have a huge following. I mean, with both my subscribers, both channels, there's about 20,000, somewhere around there. But I guess it's not enough because I just don't get anything. I don't get all the fancy prizes. It's not. It sucks. I got to figure that out. That's one of my goals this year is to figure that shit out because I could have already saw Logan, could have already seen fucking Wonder Woman. Jesus Christ. Anyways, it'll definitely be attached to that. I'm predicting April, sometime in April, but you never know. Something could show up next month. Not gonna definitely not gonna be this month, but I think it's gonna be next month. It could happen. I don't know. I kind of hope they announce it because I mean, as much as I like to be surprised, I also have a daytime job and some shit, or at least do it on a Wednesday or a Saturday or Sunday. Come on, more of a Saturday. I'm more productive on Saturday. Today I was not productive. Jesus Christ. Well, I went to my buddy's house last night. My buddy and his wife, and they wanted to watch Clockwork Orange because he's never seen it, but he read the book. We were going to do that, but we ended up watching Manchester by the Sea because none of us has seen that, and we really want to see it, and I'm still going to do a review of it, but it was fucking great. Jesus Christ. Talk about a movie that has a lot of awkwardness in that, and it's just so real, and Casey Affleck nailed it. Anyways, so we did that, and of course we drank a lot, and, everything, the whole deal. Saturday night, you just do that. What is this, Salt? Oh, yeah, Salt is playing. It's not a bad movie. Anyways, sorry, this is what happens, guys, when I talk. I go on tangents, and I do the whole squirrel thing. I do. Anyways, so we did all that, and we were up late. We actually watched Mystery Men. I tell you what, if you haven't seen Mystery Men, that movie came out way too soon. That movie needed to come out now, because that movie makes fun of the superhero genre. It really does. And it came out in 1999 before the big superhero fucking boom, which is funny because the next year X-Men came out and that was it. That was when the superhero movie genre boom started. And it came out a year before that. It's funny. I actually find that funny because if you watch it, it's dumb. It's beyond stupid, but it's not supposed to be taken seriously, but it makes fun of the, sorry. You know how it is, drinking that beer. Anyways, you got the hero and the supervillain, and you got that dynamic and the cliches and all the stuff that goes with it. It's pretty freaking clever. I'm not gonna lie, and there's some good lines, especially from Ben Stiller in that movie. So, and I apologize to you guys for some reason. My diaphragm is going crazy tonight. There's been a couple times where I've been just editing stuff and drinking my beer, and all of a sudden I start hiccuping. There was one occurrence where it lasted for 20 minutes. So if it happens tonight, I will pause and then come back so you don't hear me go, don't do that. Anyways, guys, so we gotta be patient. We gotta be patient with that Justice League trailer. I mean, I said in my video I only need one. I only need one. We already got footage last year, of course. And another full-length trailer would be cool. And that's it. That's all I need. I just want one trailer, and that's all I will ever need until I see the movie, okay? And they better not show anything with Superman. If he comes back, if he's wearing that black suit, he's wearing the black and silver suit, guess what? You're not going to show us, Warner Brothers, Zack Snyder. You're not. You're not going to show us. I mean, I even stressed, too, because when I said, yeah, there was too many Batman vs. Superman trailers that came out. There was one teaser and three full-length trailers that came out for Batman vs. Superman. Way too many. Was it 3? Wasn't it, right? I don't even remember. Shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But, sometimes there's so much shit that goes on. But, it's just, as much as, we knew that Doomsday was going to be it, we knew that Batman vs. Superman were going to kill each other, and they were going to team up with Wonder Woman, we still didn't need to see all that. And that's a lot of people's gripes. It was. So, don't even show Steppenwolf, please. You know what's going to happen, though. We're going to see him in toy form, because that's what happens. We've already seen Ego in toy form. We've seen Ares in toy form. Everything shows up in toy form. So, we'll probably see him in toy form, but we don't need to see footage. I don't know. That's besides the point. Anyways, let's move on. So, Zack Snyder says, relax, let's do it. Anyways, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Okay, Matt Damon? Jesus Christ. No, Matt Damon was just recently in a flop. A flop! Yeah, that's right. The Great Wall flopped. $150 million budget. It made $12 million. Something like that. It was terrible. I saw it over the weekend. I saw it on Thursday. I didn't want to. I wanted to see the Cure for Wellness. I almost said the Cure for Everything. Cure for Wellness. But that movie is 2.5 hours long, and there was only an 8 o'clock showing, so that wasn't happening. And I saw The Great Wall instead, and it wasn't that great. Yeah, that was a paycheck one for sure. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what they were thinking. God damn, just a run-by-the-numbers fucking movie. Jesus Christ. Anyways, Ben Affleck and Matt Reeves, okay? This is what I'm talking about, and I griped about this in my video. A lot of people, these blogs, these sites need to fucking relax. It's getting on my nerves. It's really getting on my nerves, and I appreciate it. There's a lot of people that say a lot of kind words, that say, I'm the, sane one in this clickbaity, bloggy, shitty fucking community that happens, that we happen to be in, because they're just doing it for clicks, and I've been guilty of it. I'm not gonna say I haven't. I've put titles that were shady, and I've changed them and shit, and I try not to do that anymore. I've been an advocate for leaks and everything, but I'm trying not to do that anymore, and I'm calling out the bullshit, and I've been calling out other people's bullshit. It's all about, you got to title that shit right, or it's just people are not going to take you seriously. And it's sad that so many people were like, the Batman got a new director, and it's Matt Reeves, breaking Matt Reeves to direct the Batman movie for Ben Affleck. And I'm just going, whoa, pump the brakes, pump, please. There's a fucking pothole right up ahead that I know about, and you don't want to hit it, so make sure you pump those brakes. Because, no, he did not sign on. He's in negotiations. He's in talks. And some of those blogs changed their titles to that because they realized they're fucking stupid. And then look what happened. Negotiations fell through, and it doesn't look like Matt Reeves is going to direct the Batman movie. And this is part of the process. And you know what's fucking shitty about this is everybody's like, the DCU is screwed. The DCU is screwed. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. The directors are dropping off left and right. This happened with Marvel too, guys. This did. Michelle McLaren, Andrew Goddard, was that what his name is? Drew Goddard. Sorry, and his full name's probably Andrew. Drew Goddard. There's been directors that have dropped out of Marvel movies. There's been actors that have dropped out of Marvel movies, and they're fine. But it was never big news. For now, it is. Because all of a sudden shit's just. The DCU is just under a goddamn microscope, and everybody else, when it comes to Marvel, they're like, they're doing fine. Joss Whedon didn't return for any more movies because the pressure was too much. Because he got a little taste of the bad fucking fanboys out there with Age of Ultron, because people hounded him about some of the shit that he did in there. Which is stupid, because it was still great. even though that that Banner Black Widow love story was so forced and so annoying and so just unbelievable, it wasn't even believable at all. That's why it's hard to watch that movie. It's really hard for me to watch that movie just simply because of that, because it was so forced. It's like, you know what? You didn't have any kind of love story aspect in the first Avengers movie. You didn't need it in this one. You didn't. And to have those two? No. Fuck off. And then the whole Hawkeye thing, that was a little bit out of left field. Yeah. They made some mistakes. He got hounded. That's why he's not returning. You know? So they're giving it to the Russo brothers. But this happens all the time. Directors drop out. Actors drop out. We don't know the full reasons why all the time. But for some reason, when it comes to the DCU, it's the end of the goddamn world. End of the world. Breaking! Jesus Christ. It's just, it annoys the shit out of me because top people are saying that. They're saying like, oh, they're screwed. They keep doing this, keep doing that. It's like, this shit happened with your fucking pretty little Marvel universe. And I'm not making fun of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But for some reason, when they fuck up, nobody cares. But when the DCU fucks up, guess what? It's headlines everywhere. Because people, it's more clickbaity. I don't know. It's fucking dumb. You know, you could just see the bias. You really can. But then I see bias on both sides. Because, you know, when it came to hearing about the news that, oh, Ben Affleck and Warner Brothers are happy. They're happy. They're fucking happy with the news that's going on right now with the script. They're happy. No, I don't know. So sorry, something happened on my computer screen and my brain just like totally right now. Anyways, no, when it came to news about Ben Affleck and Warner Brothers happy with the script, everybody was okay with that. Everybody accepted that 100%, even though there was no legit like source. There really was no like quotes or nothing, no confirmation, but we were okay with that. But as soon as bad news comes about, then all the people that are supporting the DCU are like, fuck you, you don't even know what you're talking about. Get out of my face, Mr. John Campea. Yes, he's a douche. I get it. I don't really like the guy so much. I respect him. And he, you know, the way when he talked about that shit on Collider, he was respectable. He was professional about it, even though he probably shouldn't have said anything. But it's just, there's bias on both sides that I see. I try to I try to stay in the middle. I try to, even when it comes to politics and shit, you know, I don't want to be far left or right, or I don't want to be, I definitely lean. Obviously, I lean more DC just because I grew up mainly with that. Batman's my goddamn favorite comic book character. I can't help that. So you got to remain unbiased though with certain things. When it comes to news, you definitely do. I can't just be like, oh, this is great news, guys. They're happy with the script. Oh, fuck this, man. This guy said that Ben Affleck wants to go away. Fuck that, you know. And I can't do that. I got to take in everything and just kind of, you know, unbiasedly give my opinion. I don't know. It's all fucked up. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't think Ben's going to walk away. I don't think he's definitely, you know, obviously he's in Justice League. He's going to do his own Batman movie. I still feel like that's just going to be like it's such a dream for him to do that. It's such a dream. He's been a Batman fan forever, and it's just a dream. So why, I don't see him walking away from it. Yes, there's pressure, but you know what? The movie's going to make money no matter what. Batman vs. Superman still made a shit ton of money, even though it got shit on. So did Suicide Squad. So, by the way, I'm trying to, me and somebody else are actually, we're writing a treatment. Oops. We're writing a treatment for Suicide Squad 2 that will never be seen by anybody at Warner Brothers. But we just decided we were going to do that because we just had like these ideas. And we're like, hey, let's actually write a script, you know? And you know what? Speaking of that, Mel Gibson, that is... it still puzzles me. And when that news came about, I said, you know what? This doesn't make sense to me because all the other movies that he's made are just nothing like a sequel to a comic book movie. And not to mention he shit on Batman vs. Superman and he shit on all the Marvel movies. I'm going, there's no way that this is true. But then apparently he was at some press conference thing. And yes, he said that they're in the first stages of negotiations. And I'm like, what the shit? And I even said, if Mel Gibson does direct Suicide Squad 2, I will ride down Sunset Boulevard in bikini briefs on a bicycle with no seat. That sounds extremely painful and totally fucking embarrassing. I'm not going to do that, obviously. What the fuck? Why would I really do that? I was just making a point of, like, I just don't think it's going to happen. But apparently, he is saying that they're in the negotiations. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, I said this on my Twitter, and I'm going to say it right here. If Gibson does get it, he's going to push for an R-rated Suicide Squad movie. He's going to push an R-rated Suicide Squad movie. And after Warner Brothers sees the box office earnings for Logan, they're going to be even more okay with it. Obviously, Deadpool was a fucking success, and it was R-rated. But that was not taken seriously. That was almost like a spoof. It's almost like a superhero spoof movie because they're pointing out everything that happens in superhero movies. But Logan is full-on serious. Full-on serious. And as soon as they see those numbers, because the numbers are going to be great, they're going to be even more comfortable with it. I mean, I know they're going to do a Lobo movie, which has to be rated R. So they might as well start with Suicide Squad 2. And I think Gibson would actually push for an R rating. Because if you look at all his movies, they're all R-rated. Because he puts fucking realism in there. I'm telling you, Hacksaw Ridge gave me anxiety. Jesus Christ. God, those war scenes just gave me anxiety. The guy knows how to shoot that shit. But yes, it should be rated R. The first one should have been rated R. I don't know why it wasn't. I don't know. I just think, like, yeah, if he does get it, he's definitely going to push for rated R, and they're going to be all right with it. And they should be. And even fucking Gotham City Sirens, maybe. Nah, they should make that rated R. They shouldn't, because, I know they're trying to reach out to the little girls out there, and there's going to be 3 female leads, and I know they're going to try to, appeal to them, even though they're villains, and they're vixens. They're not exactly role models. Like, Harley Quinn's not a role model. She's not, and other people, hey, why is she dressed like that? Because she's hot. No, it's just, she's a villain. They're villains. You can't, I don't know. They can't really be role models. Wonder Woman, yeah. Wonder Woman can be a role model, of course. And I mean, Jesus Christ, look at that Halle Berry Catwoman movie. Fuck. She was wearing bondage gear. Flat out. Not complaining. She's hot. But that movie was, good God, that movie was so fucking terrible. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens to the whole Mel Gibson thing. But speaking of Logan, Jesus Christ, I was like wondering. I had a feeling. I almost pretty much knew that there was going to be positive reviews for that. I had a feeling. It just seemed like everything was clicking. After that first trailer, it was just like, wow. It was pretty amazing. What the fuck is that? Oh, that is awesome. Sorry, somebody posted a Christian Bale Batman. This is from The Dark Knight, the beginning, when he has that thing on his hand where he cuts the door of that van when he's trying to cut through it. It's like, it's Christian Bale, or like, even I think it's the same thing where he bends the gun, and he's just like holding up his hand, wearing the original Batsuit, which I actually like better than the newer Batsuit in the Dark Knight universe. It just looks funny. I'm going to retweet it right now. Anyways, what was I talking about? Logan. Yeah. Oh, God, I can't wait to see it. Everybody's saying it's just like a gory-filled fucking fun. It's, Hugh Jackman nails it. All the performances are great. Everybody kept on saying, though, this is the Wolverine movie you've been waiting for. Wolverine movie. Come up with something new. Why does everybody copy each other? Stop it. Don't copy each other. But I can't wait to see it. And it's going to do well. It's going to kick ass. And it's going to bring the comic book movie genre into a whole other realm. It's kind of funny, though, because they talk about, a serious and dark tone, and it works for him, but not Batman vs. Superman. I don't get that. You watch that 3-hour cut. It's fucking good. And I liked it that it was dark. And it's going to be a little bit lighter for Justice League, but not that much, hopefully, because it's still Zack Snyder. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You could say a lot of things. You can't draw parallels, I guess, because he's not a full-on superhero. He's kind of an anti-hero, I guess, Wolverine is. I don't know. That just sucks. Oh, about to open a new one. Yes! Oh, that's good. We'll see. I can't wait to see it though, but it's going to change the genre. Studios are going to be more comfortable in doing R-rated superhero movies or comic book movies, which I don't know why they shouldn't. They should already be comfortable with it. They really should. I just don't get it. The guy who did choreography, for the first Spider-Man is doing Aquaman? That's pretty good. That's cool. That should be interesting. I don't know how the fuck they're going to pull that off. That's going to be crazy. They're going to do some... I mean, I believe in James Wan 100%. That guy's amazing. But it's going to be weird. It's going to be crazy. Anyway, so, Logan, I knew it was going to get that, and then it's going to work. And I have a theory. Not really my theory. I can't take full credit for it because I have a comic book shop I go to over here that I get my reading material. Which I have such a huge stack. It's ridiculous. I spent like $75 at the comic book shop, guys. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I haven't been there in like a month. So, of course, he saves all the fucking new issues of shit that I want. And they just keep adding more shit. DC just keeps adding more shit to their rebirth. And I want all of them. I want them. Anything new I want to try out and see what it's like. So, I spent $75 in comic books on fucking yesterday. Yeah. Yeesh. But it's all good. It's all good. I read them. All-Star Batman, I highly recommend that. Even the Batman, everything. The main guys, Nightwing, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, both Green Lanterns, they're all good. Yeah, it's hard to say no. I had to I stopped collecting some of them, but not a lot of them. Anyways. God damn. What am I? I go off on little tangents and I forget where I'm at. Just drink another. Take another sip. Logan's going to be great. It's going to open up some doors. Because they're going to fucking realize that, you can have a serious... You know what? And this is going to make Batman vs. Superman such a cult classic. Because everybody was so wrapped up. Everybody's been so... See, Batman vs. Superman really got the shit end of the stick. Because, you have Marvel kicking ass, right? Marvel has just been kicking ass and kicking ass and kicking ass, okay? Then you had Deadpool that came out a month before Batman vs. Superman. Now, yes, it was R-rated, but was it dark? No. It was a fucking, like I said, it was basically a superhero movie spoof because all he did was make fun of how superhero movies are and stuff. And then a month later, we get Batman vs. Superman. A serious movie, a serious superhero movie. And everybody's like, what? And everybody's still coming down from the buzz that was Deadpool. That's the thing. It's shit end of the stick. And now we're a year later, holy shit, we're a year later, and we're going to get another serious superhero flick, and all of a sudden critics are on board with it. Totally on board with it. Uh-oh. Am I getting the hiccups? Come on, diaphragm. Hold on. Whew. Sorry, guys. Just making sure. Anyways, and now it's it's going to be welcomed. It's going to be welcomed, okay? Now I think when it comes to the Marvel movies, the critics might start they might start shitting on those. Be like, oh, this is too goofy. And I keep on seeing stuff about Thor Ragnarok, about this is going to be the funniest you've ever seen Thor and this, that, and this. I'm going, what the fuck? What are you trying to make? Are you making an actual Thor movie with Hulk and Planet Hulk and Ragnarok? Or are you making a fucking comedy? What's going on? Are you making a Gladiator spoof? No, don't be doing that. I still have faith. But it's just, when I keep seeing that and the director's saying that it's going to be the funniest you've ever seen Thor, I'm like, does Thor need to be funny? He can have his little quips. He can have his little one-liners. He can flex his biceps and hang up his hammer on a hook like he did in the second one. That was kind of funny. But Jesus Christ, let's not totally strip away the character so we can get some ha-ha laughs because everybody's afraid of that. Dumb. I don't know. Yeah, it's dumb. I don't know. I think Batman vs. Superman really got the shit end of the stick. But as soon as they start doing more serious superhero movies, guess what? People are going to go back to Batman vs. Superman and go, you know what? This movie is pretty fucking phenomenal. People were already doing that with the theatrical cut. Or not the theatrical, the 3-hour cut. The ultimate cut, people were retracting what they said about the original movie. And critics should really just go back and watch that. And I guarantee you they would like flip it and be like, this movie actually really works. The dark tone works. The story works. Works! Jesus! God damn it. Pisses me off. Because it's so good. Anyways. What else was I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about all kinds of shit. The Toy Fair. Toy Fair is releasing a lot of goodies that we saw. We saw Aries, which I did a video about, as well as the Shocker. Not the one in the pink, 2 in the stink. Whoa, that's the reverse that. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Bowling ball. We saw him, Spider-Man, and we saw, of course, all the Justice League toys that came out that looked just fucking so goddamn detailed. I can't even get over how detailed those statues are. It's so good. I want every one of them. They're probably all like $200 each. Ugh. I'll get some of the Funko Pops. My mom actually got me the Batman vs Superman Funko Pop set. So I have Batman, 2 Batmans, Nightmare Batman, regular Batman. I got Superman. I got a Superman Soldier, and I got Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, fucking awesome. She's awesome. So I'll probably get the Justice League ones too. Why not? I want to get the Batman with the sunglasses. Hey, sometimes Batman needs to shield his eyes. But the toys are looking good. A lot of posts for just like random shit. I wish I can go to that, but whatever. What else? I put on the list too. I was gonna start talking about some of the stuff, like Donald Trump, because everybody freaks out everything that he says. You know what? His little rally yesterday, I didn't really pay attention to it, but it's so funny because anytime that guy does a press conference or something like that, my feed just lights up with the left and the right. It's just like the left and the right start bickering back and forth. I feel like the guy in the middle seat, Dumb and Dumber. You can't triple stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't Lloyd. That's exactly what it is all the time. You know, one side that just covers their ears and goes, and then you go the other side is just like screaming. It's so annoying. So anytime he has a press conference, I see the right side always goes, he said this, and they defend pretty much everything. And then the left goes, he actually fucking said this. And I'm sitting there going, okay, I try to decipher myself. The guy's an idiot. He says a lot of idiot things, but he's also kind of brilliant in a way because, yesterday he mentioned something about Sweden, like an incident in Sweden, which there was no incident, which a lot of people are like, what a fucking moron. There's nothing. Even Sweden was like, what's going on? But now people are focusing on stuff that's going on in Sweden, And I've even seen people go like, wait, is this really going on in Sweden? Is Sweden really the rapes in Sweden have really gone up and stuff like that? Like there's like a legitimate rape culture going on in there? Like I've seen some of that. And I'm almost going, is this guy stupid or is he just fucking brilliant? Is he just pointing out shit that's not really there, but then it gets people talking about that shit? And he's done it before. And I'm going, I think that maybe this guy's quietly brilliant. He's HTC. Yeah. And wasn't that their slogan for a bit? Is it still? I don't know. I love HTC phones. Wouldn't mind getting another one. No, but I'm wait, so he mentions an incident in Sweden, which didn't happen, but now everybody's talking about Sweden. And I've seen people going wait a minute, this is really happening in Sweden? Because some shit's happening over there. I'm not going to go into details and everything like that. I don't really, want to jump into politics on this fucking podcast, but, just life events. I could talk about what's going on in Milo Yiannopoulos, which is going to be, you're going to hear about it all this week. You're going to hear about it for at least the next 3 days. Basically him advocating priests fondling not little boys, not boys under 13, 14 years old, pretty much what he's saying. He's not advocating that, but he's saying it's okay if you're going through puberty and you have sex organs, you're able to get a boner, which I was able to get a boner when I was 5. Now I'm talking about actual legit, you can have sex. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about that because it's pretty what the fuck, dude. You know, I agree with some of the things that he has to say, but the way he is kind of annoys the shit. It annoyed me after a while, and I'm not just gonna go into that. Why don't I fucking go into that? No, let's not talk about that. Whoa, well, yeah. Somebody posted a nice little thing. See, just get off that. The clown, the gangster, the anarchist, the psychopath, the Joker. Jesus Christ. A lot, yeah, see, some of the ideas that I would have for Suicide Squad 2, man, would definitely, it would be centered around the Joker. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do if we're actually going to write a script just for the shits of it. I'm so busy with everything. It's hard to just fucking do that, to just write a script. But some of the ideas are like, yeah, buddy. All right, you know what? Now that I've talked about some of the things I wanted to talk about, let's go to the fucking questions here. Because I told you guys to ask me some questions this time. Let's see. All right. So we got Tony Marsh. Do you think Warner Brothers should or will give us any info on DC films that are up in the air, like Flash and Batman films at Comic-Con? Possibly. Probably not. I think by then we'll have a director. What? They're showing a TV spot for The Great Wall after it bombed! It bombed. But they still had some money left to do some Sunday night TV spots. That's cute. Anyways, now I think by then they'll actually have directors. So I don't think there'll be anything really up in the air, honestly. And he also asked, do you think the first trailer for The Last Jedi will come before or at Star Wars Celebration? I think it will be Star Wars Celebration. That's going to be the first trailer. I don't know if it's going to be a teaser or if it's going to be an actual legit trailer. A lot of people were going like, oh my God, when it came to Force Awakens, they did it like a year beforehand. I'm like, yeah, because they really had to set the hype. But this time, we're already in. We've already had 2 Star Wars movies, 2 brand new Star Wars movies, so they don't need to do this teaser shit anymore. They really don't. They don't need to do this year before teaser shit. They don't need to do that. That's perfectly fine with me. I think it will be the celebration, and crazy how it is that, yeah, The Last Jedi is actually plural. They're not talking about one Jedi. It's not just Luke. It's probably going to be about Rey, too, and whoever else. I don't know. Nasir. I'm not going to say her last name because I butchered it last time. He asked last time. He said, hey, David, your biggest Middle Eastern fan here again. High five. What's your guess on the Avengers Infinity War run time? Well, it's supposed to be 2 movies, even though they say one's they're individual from each other. I would say it's going to be at least 2.5 hours. It's got to be. And there's so much shit that's going on in these movies. I wish that they would go 3. Fuck it. Go 3. Let's make these movies really long. What's great about when they have shit on Netflix and everything is that you can draw out this story within 13 hours. When it comes to movies, not that hard. I even said this too. I'm like, Batman vs. Superman spread out over a 12-episode Netflix series. Guess what? 100% of Rotten Tomatoes. You just have more time. I don't know. But I think it's going to be at least 2.5 hours. Sam Heiss. Will we get a chance to experience a Dave Film Junkie commentary live stream for some movies? Fuck yeah, man. I've been wanting to do that for so long, and I want to do it with people. I want to watch a movie and do a live stream, or we can, even if it's pre-recorded, I would just be like, all right, we're gonna watch this movie and hit play right now, and then I'll be a commentary. I've been wanting to do that forever. It's always fun, when it's these movies that we've seen so many times, just to comment about it, just to talk about it. Yeah, that'll eventually that'll come about. Yeah, I'll do that. It's coming. I just gotta, I'm starting this podcast thing, and now I'll venture into other levels of this shit. Mr. Salvador of New York, do you think Steppenwolf was a good choice as the main villain of Justice League? If not, who would you rather see? Well, I think it's an excellent choice because it sets up the battlegrounds for Darkseid because he is his head dude. He's like, you are my number one, and I. No, I'm quoting, of course, Joker and the original Batman movie. Yeah, I think it's perfect because it's leading into Darkseid showing up. he's setting out his main soldier dude. I think it's great. If I would rather see somebody else, I would have thought Brainiac was like a good choice for the Justice League to fight. But I would actually more like to see Brainiac in like Man of Steel 2 or something like that. And then maybe he can be pulled into the other Justice League movie. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Ulysses, a.k.a. Batman. Do you think the Justice League trailer will be released in April? I believe a 80% chance. Well, yes. I do believe it will, but you never know. Next month could be the same thing. I don't know. I really don't know. By the way, Donnie Yen as Namor, that'd be perfect. A lot of people are talking about that. I guess he's interested. They're talking about doing like a Namor like TV show. And I'm going, yeah, and everybody's like, Donnie Yen. And I'm like, yep, Donnie Yen's the fucking man, dude. Oh, what is that? The IP? What is it? Those movies? God damn it! I watched a couple of them. I forgot what it's called. Anyways, IP Man, something like that. All right, let me go back to the original podcast and see if you guys what you guys said. Shh, don't. Enjoyed the podcast. Please do more special commentary. Have you ever considered a live stream movie watch? I just answered that. Where have you been? Oh wait, you asked that 6 days ago. Like the podcast. Thank you. Have you watched Legion? You should watch Legion. You should review Legion. Yes, I've heard nothing but good things about it. The only thing is, I can't do that week to week bullshit. I gotta fucking, I gotta just binge. It's easier that way. So I will eventually. Hey Dave, don't you think Batman should be in the middle of the JL picture? Hey! Well, no. I mean, they always put Wonder Woman in the middle, which is fine. I mean, I get it, but no, he doesn't need to be in the middle. I mean, Justice League has always been ran by Superman and Batman. And what's so great about Batman and Superman is just the fact that they're so polar. They're complete opposites of each other. And, I mean, Zack Snyder tackled that big time in Batman vs. Superman, but my little treatment for how they could have tackled that I did a video on long before I saw the Ultimate Cut, I wanted them to stress that. I wanted to stress that they're polar opposites. How they do things differently, how they fight crime differently, how their lives are different, I mean, they are just so opposite. So, I mean, I like the fact, I'd rather have both. In that Justice League image, I think it's perfect. But but Batman, of course, is the main dude. I don't know. Didn't I have something else? I don't know. I think that's all the questions. I'm already rolling in on 42 minutes here. Talking shit. As Angelina Jolie climbs up walls. Oh. Anyways, that's about it. I mean, there's not really much going on. Why is Nick Cannon trending? I don't really like the guy at all. I've never found him funny. What the fuck? He's all tatted up and he's got cornrows. What the fuck? What the fuck? Nick Cannon straight up losing his mind. I know he left America's Got Talent. I don't know. I just never been a fan of the guy. I've heard his stand-up. It's not funny. And this shows you right here. I mean, he married Mariah Carey and had, 3 kids with her, and now they're divorced? I'm like, who the fuck saw that coming? I think we all did. Jesus Christ. The WGA awards are trending. Yeah, that's good, I guess. But everybody's talking about the NBA All-Star game. But, I think that's it, guys. I think that's all I got. I think I'm going to try to keep this about 45 minutes as much as possible. I don't need to be talking too much. Talking so much shit! Anyways, stretch. Oh, God, it's such a lazy day, but I still got so much done. It's so rewarding. It really is. Cleaned my house. Got 4 videos up. Recorded a podcast. I'm good. Didn't do my laundry, though. I usually do laundry on Sunday. I'm doing it tomorrow. It's fine. Just letting you guys into my real life as I sip on Rolling Rock. But yeah, let's relax, guys. The Batman is going to find a director. It's going to be a good director. It's going to be great. Mel Gibson might direct Suicide Squad 2, which is so fucking out there. But if he does, it's going to be R-rated. It's going to be R-rated. And Warner Bros. Is going to be perfectly okay with that because Logan is going to pull in so much fucking money. It's probably going to pull in, I would say, it's going to at least triple its budget. Fuck yeah. And you know what? Another thing, I don't think Hugh Jackman's done. I think he's going to do something to Ryan Reynolds. And I will have a theory video about the post-credit scene that I guess they added that wasn't in those advanced screenings. That's one thing that you don't get in those advanced screenings. They don't put the post-credit scenes because they don't want you talking about it. Even though some fucking bitch from the Time magazine apparently in her review that was negative for Logan, like totally spilled the beans. Like somebody warned me, do not look on Rotten Tomatoes because somebody put a fucking spoiler in the review, and that's bullshit. Somebody from the Times, Stephanie something, and they retracted it. She got rid of it. It's like, how do you not know to do that? I think she was doing that just to be a bitch. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I mean, if you're going to put a spoiler in your review, you were doing that to be a bitch. You're doing that to be a dick, an asshole, whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter. Guy or girl, doesn't matter. You were doing that to be a piece of shit. Just because you didn't like the movie doesn't mean you have to spoil it for people. Fuck you for doing that. I'm glad I didn't see it. And don't be giving spoilers away, guys. If you guys know shit, and me just talking about it is totally giving everybody, assholes out there to be like, hey, guess what happens? So be wary of comment section, guys. Even for this fucking podcast. Even for this podcast, be careful. There might be some spoilers that get put down below. But I know a majority of you are cool. Even if you've heard some spoilers, you're not going to say shit. I mean, sadly, we still got a week and a half before we can see Logan. Jesus Christ. You'll be dodging those spoilers like Neo. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys listening to me talk shit. Again, this has been the Film Junket Podcast, Episode 2. See, ask me questions. I'll answer them next week. Follow me on the social medias. Ask me questions throughout the week. I'll save them and I'll answer them. All right, guys? So appreciate you watching. You guys are awesome. And talk to you guys later. Later.